the Lord our God, the one enthroned on high. Once barren, I have borne a son. So why do I want to cry? A wife of noble character is a gem. Her children rise and call her blessed. Her lamp does not go out at night. When can that woman rest? I treasure my mother's words and ponder them in my heart, in my heart. Yet in my own motherhood, I don't know where to start. Lord, I feel I'm not enough. What does this child need? I must nurture both body and soul. I'll follow where you lead. You knit him together in my womb. He is fearfully and wonderfully made. You wrote all his days before even one began. So why am I afraid? A wife of noble character is a gem. I treasure my mother's words. So why am I afraid? Her children rise and call her blessed. Her lamp does not go out at night. I ponder them in my heart, in my womb. In my own motherhood, I don't know where to start. Lord, you've given me a child. What do I do now? I must honor and teach and protect. Will you show me how? Will you show me how? Will you show me? Will you show me how? Will you show me how?
She said, "With the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man."
From this moment, we begin anew. My boy, this moment, let me share my dream with you. I will be a patient mother, your steady, tender guide, a friend through all your days. You will seldom leave my side. Far from the haven of the garden, be a brave explorer, yet never stray too far. You'll wander from my sight, I will still know where you are. You will escape your family history. You will always listen to God's voice. And when you face temptation, you will make a wiser choice. You give me hope that He still watches over us. Maybe He's forgiven us for all the wrong we've done. He's blessed us with a fresh creation, a miracle, a sinless Son. We will be a loving family, in harmony we'll live. Our quarrels will be few, we will easily forgive. You'll learn to work beside your parents, we'll tend the earth until the sun. We'll pray and burn offerings, we'll raise you to love God. Perhaps one day you may return to the home we had to flee, and you'll be everything that we could never be. You will never taste our guilt. You will never taste our pain. Our beautiful boy, our king.
Then the angel of the Lord told her, "Go back to your mistress and submit to her." The angel added, "I will increase your descendants so much that they will be too numerous to be counted." The angel of the Lord also said to her, "You are now pregnant, and you will give birth to a son. You shall name him Ishmael, for the Lord has heard your misery. He will be a wild donkey of a man. His hand will be against everyone, and everyone's hand against him. And he will live in hostility toward all his brothers." She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. "You are the God who sees me," she said. "I have now seen the one who sees me."
mistress offers curses. My master offers silence. This is not the life I would have chosen. Remain in this fortress where no enemy could strike you. Ishmael, my son to be, how could I raise you, my blameless boy? In this barren and friendless place, where would we find shelter or bread? How would I know whom to trust? Follow the angel's order. I must return to Canaan. I found no spring in the desert, and here you found me. You heard my cries. Your servant spoke my name. You're the God who sees me. Keep your eyes upon us. Stay, my Lord, through the minutes and the hours and the years. When my feet sink in the sand and the dust obscures my view, lead me to the spring. Lead me to the spring.
Some time later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, "Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. Then God said, "Take your son, your only son whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you."
The Lord told you to do what? To sacrifice our only son? Well, at least you didn't listen to him. Oh, you did? Then why is he still standing here? An angel, huh? Isaac, you'd better leave the room. Go on, it's all right. Are you mad? This is the son we've waited for 75 years, and I can't leave you alone with him for 5 minutes? Now, I'll admit, we've had some trust issues with God in the past. We didn't think he'd give us our own child, so you thought it was a good idea to have a baby with my slave girl. Oh, never mind that it was my idea. You had the nerve to go along with it. Anyway, maybe God felt the need to test your trust, but he went too far. You and God have a weird relationship. You didn't even tell me what you were planning to do to Isaac. Well, of course I wouldn't have let you go. I probably would have taken that boy to Nahor's house and never come back. How were you planning to explain this to me later? A little hunting accident? You have trouble telling the truth, Abe. Pharaoh tried to marry me because you said I was just your sister. And then the same thing happened with Abimelech. Well, of course I haven't forgotten those incidents. A woman never forgets. Sometimes I wonder if God actually says everything you say he said. I mean, why did I need a new name at 90 years old? And another case in point, that little operation that you performed on yourself and your sons and your servants. I mean, if God gave you something, why would he want you to go and do that to it? I'm just saying. And now this test. I'm beginning to wonder if finally, at 107 years old, you might be losing it. Maybe you should just retire from nation building and covenant keeping and babysitting. We could find you a quiet home with Lot and Nahor where you could all sit and rock and stay out of trouble. Oh, I know, you've still got some life left in you. Who knows? Maybe after I die, you'll find another wife and a few concubines and have a bunch more sons. Well, of course I'm the love of your life. And don't you forget it for a moment, brother. I love you too, you stinky old bag of bones. But some things are going to change. When you think the Lord is asking you to do something completely and utterly insane, talk it over with me first. No more hiding, no more lies. And that's the last time you take Isaac for a hike.
Rebekah said to her son Jacob, "Look, I overheard your father say to your brother Esau, 'Bring me some game and prepare me some tasty food to eat, so that I may give you my blessing in the presence of the Lord before I die.' Now, my son, listen carefully and do what I tell you. Go out to the flock and bring me 2 choice young goats, so that I can prepare some tasty food for your father just the way he likes it. Then take it to your father to eat, so that he may give you his blessing before he dies." Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, "But my brother Esau is a hairy man, while I have smooth skin. What if my father touches me? I would appear to be tricking him and would bring down a curse on myself rather than a blessing." His mother said to him, "My son, let the curse fall on me. Just do what I say. Go and get them for me."
Esau is a fool. He hunts, he grunts. He could never lead. But you, my son, are destined to succeed. You have won your brother's birthright with your cunning and your cooking. You'll inherit flocks and herds and wealth. I have taught you well. You've learned what you must learn. If you can't prevail with fairness, you'll have to win by stealth. must win your father's blessing with my cunning and my cooking. Give him wine and bread and tender meat. Wear your brother's clothes and go hide on your skin. With your father's potent blessing, men will bow down at your feet. You've always been a loyal, loving son, content to stay home with mother. A world apart from your feckless, reckless brother. He has no respect for me or for the Lord. So you, my young guest, will take his reward. You must win our Maker's blessing with offerings on the altar. You'll have offspring numerous and victory in war and visions from our God. With his covenant of favor, you will take the promised land. If this deception angers Isaac or the Lord, let the curse fall on me. You must be who you were born to be.
Jacob made love to Rachel also, and his love for Rachel was greater than his love for Leah. And he worked for Laban another 7 years. When the Lord saw that Leah was not loved, he enabled her to conceive, but Rachel remained childless. Leah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Reuben, for she said, "It is because the Lord has seen my misery. Surely my husband will love me now."
Close your eyes, my babe. The moon has risen, cold and pale. Drift into your dreams while I tell you a tale. Once there were two sisters, one beguiling as wine, one plain as water. Their father fooled a man into taking the eldest daughter. She knew he did not want her on the day that they were wed, but she said that will change when we share our skin upon the marriage bed. He will please my deep and unspoken fears. I will please his longing of 7 years. Then speaks with the He cherished her fair sister, whom he also took to wife. But she said, that will change when I bear his child a new and precious life. For this boy will kindle his father's pride, and his joy will keep him at mother's side. Then he will love me. He held the babe so tenderly, and spoke of the great man he grew to be. The covenant he would receive, and visions he might see. All this the mother heard, but to the mother he spoke not a word. And still I am forsaken by this blind, unyielding man. But I know he can change. I will have more sons. Oh Lord, anoint my plan. He won't care for sister, she's barren still. I will bear him boy after boy until one day he loves me. One day he must love me.
Then Pharaoh gave the order to all his people, "Every Hebrew boy that is born you must throw into the Nile, but let every girl child live." Now a man of the tribe of Levi married a Levite woman, and she became pregnant and gave birth to a son. When she saw that he was a fine child, she hid him for 3 months. But when she could hide him no longer, she got a papyrus basket for him and coated it with tar and pitch. Then she placed the child in it and put it among the reeds along the bank of the Nile. His sister stood at a distance to see what would happen to him.
Mother, you can't leave him.
This is his only chance, Miriam. May the heron sing you a lullaby. May the Nile rock you on her gentle breast. May the Lord watch over you and grant you peaceful rest. Remember, when you are alone tonight, you are my delight. May the crickets tell you a fairy tale. May the stars bring you comfort from above. May the angels tend to you, surrounding you with love. Remember, though I may be out of sight, you are my delight. May you dream of kisses on your fingertips. May you dream of milk and honey on your lips. May you dream of tender arms enfolding you. And when you wake, may you find your dreams are true.
This is one of the Hebrew babies. You poor tiny child. Who will care for you? May I sing you a lullaby? May I rock you on my gentle breast? May I watch over you and bring you peaceful rest? Your smile is so disarming, your eyes so bright. You are a delight.
Excuse me, Princess. It seems you're fond of him. Shall I go and get one of the Hebrew women to nurse him for you?
Yes, go. My Horace left me childless, yet the river gave a babe to me. I have drawn you from the water, so Moses you shall be. For Father, to accept you, I will let you take a harmless boy. I will dress you like our people. You will be an Egyptian boy.
I will sing you a lullaby. I will tell you a bedtime tale. I will rock you on my gentle breast. I will watch over you. I will watch over you. I will attend to you. I will bring you peaceful rest. When you need comfort, I will hold you tight.
Now Jethro, the priest of Midian and father-in-law of Moses, heard of everything God had done for Moses and for his people Israel, and how the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt. After Moses had sent away his wife Zipporah, his father-in-law Jethro received her and her 2 sons. One son was named Gershom, for Moses said, "I have become a foreigner in a foreign land." And the other was named Eleazar, for he said, "My father's God was my helper. He saved me from the sword of Pharaoh." Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, together with Moses' sons and wife, came to him in the wilderness, where he was camped near the mountain of God.
You look tired, Mo. Haven't you done enough? I mean, you delivered thousands of slaves from Egypt, you parted the Red Sea, you defeated the Amalekites. Now the people are coming to you from morning till night so you can solve their petty arguments. Why are you the only one who can hear from the Almighty? Can't he delegate some responsibility? Can't you? You didn't have to send us back to my dad. We could have stayed with you in Egypt. I know you thought it was for our safety, but I could have helped you. I'm stronger than you think. Remember how I saved your life? If it weren't for me, the Hebrews wouldn't have had a leader to redeem them from Egypt. You need someone to take care of you. It looks like you haven't eaten or slept for days. And the boys are asking to see you. Gershom wants to know how to shoot a bow and arrow, and I can't teach him. Eleazar wants to learn about the history of your people, but I know so little. And he's starting to notice girls, so I really wish you would talk to him about some things. They're growing up, and you're missing it. When can you go home and get your life back? When can we get our lives back? Oh, I see. I guess I should have known things wouldn't return to normal. You can't return to Midian. You're in too deep here. I want to stay with you. I want you to help me raise our boys. But your mission has consumed you. Is there nothing left for us?
Orpah kissed her mother-in-law goodbye, but Ruth clung to her. "Look," said Naomi, "your sister-in-law is going back to her people and her gods. Go back with her."
Why would you share my bitter fate? Your life unfurls before you. For me, it is too late. Why would you leave your people and follow me to a life unknown? Why do you cleave to me as if you were a daughter of my own? Ruth, you should stay in Moab. Go to your mother's house again. She'll find you a good husband. You'll have a family then. Ruth, we should say farewell now. I can continue on alone, though I adore you so, and wish you were a daughter of my own. Long ago I had a dream when I was a young bride and attended the house. I yearned for a girl with whom I could laugh and dance and work, in whom I could confide. When you came into our home, our joy was bright but brief. When death took our men, you were the girl with whom I could cry and talk and pray throughout my deepest grief. Don't make me leave you or turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it ever so severely, if even death separates you and me. Ruth, you possess such courage. You give me strength to travel on. I see that I will need you, a friend to lean upon, your true companion. Such love you have shown after these cruel years. You have become a daughter of my own. Let's go home to Bethlehem, where you will meet my kin. The barley fields are heavy, the harvest will begin. If we have no meat, we can glean the grain at least. Though this land left us empty, together we will find a feast.
In her deep anguish, Hannah prayed to the Lord, weeping bitterly. And she made a vow, saying, Lord Almighty, if you will only look on your servant's misery and remember me, and not forget your servant, but give her a son, then I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life.
Once again, I come into your house. Another year has passed. Another year of your silence. Why can she bear children with such ease, and I am barren?
might be your gracious will, grant my prayer.
When Joram saw Jehu, he asked, "Have you come in peace, Jehu?" "How can there be peace?" Jehu replied, "as long as all the idolatry and witchcraft of your mother Jezebel abound." Joram turned about and fled, calling out to Ahaziah, "Treachery, Ahaziah!" Then Jehu drew his bow and shot Joram between his shoulders. The arrow pierced his heart, and he slumped down in his chariot. Then Jehu went to Jezreel. When Jezebel heard about it, she put on her eye makeup, arranged her hair, and looked out of a window.
Chariot in the distance, you drive your horses with a speed. You think that I will run from you, Commander Jehu. I shall not flee nor bleed. When you approach my tower, I shall not hide from death. I shall look you in the eye, rebel Jehu, until my final breath. Why should I cling to life? You stole my youngest son from me. I know Elijah put you up to that attack. Joram was the rightful king, coward Jehu, but you shot him in the back. Why should I cling to life? I brought you my beloved faith. Your people slaughtered all the prophets of my God. Yes, I slew your prophets too, Hebrew Jehu. I know that Baal would I've done great and terrible deeds. All of Israel was under my command. Yet I was powerless to save my husband and my sons. The loss is more than I can stand. Whatever lies beyond this land of dusk, be it pleasure or torment, I shall meet them there. My sons will lead me home with my sword has been laid bare. Why should I cling to life? You turned my people's hearts to you, and then you tore the mighty house of Edom. Traitor Jehu, now you're coming for my crown. Come, assassin Jehu, banish me from life. I leave you to a kingdom of envy, war, and strife. Royal I was born,
Then David comforted his wife Bathsheba, and he went to her and lay with her. She gave birth to a son, and they named him Solomon.
Solomon, I know your friends are at the door, but they can wait. Please, son, sit down. Ada's mother came to see me yesterday, and she says you've been paying quite a bit of attention to her daughter. Ada is beautiful. I can see why she's caught your eye. I think it's time you learned something about our family's past. A story your father doesn't like to tell. You know that when your father met me, he was married. But did you know that I was as well? His name was Uriah. He was a brave warrior and a kind, gentle husband. One day while he was away, your father saw me. Then he sent his messengers to fetch me. What could I do? He was the king. He never should have brought me here. I didn't belong to him. And in my eyes, I never will. Your father sent Uriah to the front lines to fight the Ammonites. He put an innocent man to death. Suddenly, my beloved Uriah was gone, and I was here in the palace to stay. Sometimes Uriah still comes to me in my dreams. He reaches out to me, and I want to talk to him. But then I wake in tears. What I'm saying is that a king's word should never betray justice. Your father David tried to hide his sin, but the eyes of the Lord are everywhere keeping watch. Listen, son, be wise. Keep your heart on the right path. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the sun. Ada is like a locked garden. Do not pick the lock. No, I'm not finished yet. Sit back down. When you marry, rejoice in your wife. She should not only be your lover, but your friend as well. Protect her with the banner of your love. When you are thirsty, drink water from your own well. A wife of noble character is her husband's crown. Do not forget my teaching. Keep God's commands in your heart. Now, go, have fun with your friends. I won't wait up.
At that time, Mary got ready and hurried to a town in the hill country of Judea, where she entered Zechariah's home and greeted Elizabeth. When Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the baby leapt in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. In a loud voice, she exclaimed, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the child you will bear. But why am I so favored that the mother of my Lord should come to me? As soon as the sound of your greeting reached my ears, the baby in my womb leaped for joy. Blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her." Mary stayed with Elizabeth for about 3 months.
I'm sorry. I must have dozed off.
It's all right. Sleep while you can. I'll sweep for a while.
Oh, no. Let me do that, Elizabeth. I don't want to be a burden to you.
Oh, you are not a burden to us.
I'll go back to Nazareth soon. I promise. Not yet.
When I told my neighbors, I swore by my virginity. They said they would swear by Joseph's masculinity. When I said my husband had proven his virility, they said I had just proven my senility. This is a journey I never thought I'd take. Sometimes I wonder if there's been a big mistake. There's one thing I know is true, and I am learning it with you. It's wild to be with child.
Yes, it is.
Could you please get me some dried fish, Mary?
I can't stand the smell of fish.
You can't stand the smell of anything I eat.
I'm sorry. I never thought that a divine pregnancy would come with morning sickness.
I feel so queasy. I need to take it easy. All I want to do is eat. I want eggs and fish and figs.
I would rather smell some pigs.
A leek and a date.
Those are foods that I hate.
Some crickets would be good. I could eat them till I bust.
I don't mean to be unkind, but you fill me with disgust.
It's wild to be with child. I feel so sleepy and also kind of weepy. I can never get good sleep, baby kicks. I'm so hot and I have to use the pot.
My brain is a fog.
I'm the size of a hog. My feet have swollen up. I can't even wear my shoes.
I don't have a baby yet, but I have the baby blues.
It's wild to be with child. I have such strange dreams. When I wake, life still seems very strange. I can barely comprehend how everything is going to change. I'm at the beginning. I'm at the end of my simple little story. What do I know of sacred wisdom and glory? What if I fail to raise this boy right? What if he chooses to wander from the light? Oh, what is it?
A fluttering?
The quickening.
I'm so excited and totally delighted. Yes, that is the sweetest thrill.
Now I finally begin to feel new life stir within.
We both are so blessed. We should not be distressed. I know that I'll endure, though the waiting is so long.
My son is dancing in my womb, and I know he's well and strong.
It's wild to be with child.
Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is near.
Why do you weep, my sweet girl? That foolish boy shouldn't bother you. His words are many, but his wits are few. Do not be troubled when others insult me. Some disagree with the choices I've made. Do not be troubled that we left your father. Our lives would have been so grim if we stayed. Do not be troubled about your new father. He is not perfect, but he's better than the last. Do not be troubled by the stories they tell you. His youthful mistakes are all in the past. You're such a pretty girl. One day you'll be a beauty. Oh, beauty can always get her way. You're such a good girl. You always do what Mama tells you. And Mama will never lead you astray. So dance, my girl, spin and sway. Fair and free, turn and twirl, weave and well dance, dance for me. Do not be troubled when that boy insults me. Let John prattle on and ignore him, Salome. Do not be troubled, for when the time is right, we will make him pay.
And you, my child, will be called a prophet of the Most High, for you will go on before the Lord to prepare the way for him, to give his people the knowledge of salvation through the forgiveness of their sins because of the tender mercy of our God, by which the rising sun will come to us from heaven to shine on those living in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet into the path of peace. And the child grew and became strong in spirit, and he lived in the wilderness until he appeared in Israel.
John, where are you? Dinner's ready. John, if you think God's wrath is bad, you don't want to see mine. Oh, Zechariah, what'll we do? The boy has run off again. One of these days he'll fall off a cliff or run in a lion's den. He's always climbing the tallest of trees or taking a swim in the roughest of seas. I've never seen someone so eager to roam. I never know when he's going to be home. He never bathes, he burns in the sun. We tamed a wild donkey once, but how do we tame a son? John! Oh, Zechariah, what'll we do? The boy is so very odd. He doesn't have friends, he talks to himself, or maybe, I guess, to God. And yesterday, you know what he did? He got in a fight with a Pharisee's kid. He wiggles away when I give him a hug. He turns on my cooking and then eats a bug. He just wears fur. I'm completely undone. He will not let me tame his hair. So how can I tame our son? John! Why can't John do one thing to appease us? Why can't he be more like his nice cousin Jesus? How will he become the great prophet the angel said he'd be? He won't even speak to me. If you can think of some way to help him, go to it. But we'll have another angel visit us to say, sorry, folks, you blew it. Oh, Zechariah, what have we done? We've ruined the boy for life. He'll never be fit to hold down a job or marry a decent wife. I thought that having a baby was bliss, but now I know I'm too old for this. I finally come to the end of my rope. There's only one thing that can offer me hope. We've got to pray, Almighty One. You tamed some beast for Daniel once, so now will you tame our son?
When he was 12 years old, they went up to the festival according to the custom. After the festival was over, while his parents were returning home, the boy Jesus stayed in Jerusalem, but they were unaware of it. Thinking he was in their company, they traveled on for a day. Then they began looking for him among their relatives and friends. When they did not find him, they went back to Jerusalem to look for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple courts, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking questions. Everyone who heard him was amazed at his understanding and his answers. When his parents saw him, they were astonished. His mother said to him, "Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." "Why were you searching for me?" he asked. "Didn't you know I had my father's house?"
In your father's house? What about our house? That's where you belong. With my fresh baked bread and a fire on the hearth and walls sturdy and strong. There I've soothed your fevers, there I've tried dried your tears. There I've chased your nightmares away through the last 12 years. What about our house? You have much to learn of your father's trade. You cannot sit here and talk. You know you must return. There you grow to manhood. There you chisel wood. There you will live down the street just the way that you should. I will keep you safe. They don't understand you the way I do. You are not like them. They may try to harm you if they know. Stay with those who know you. Stay with those who care. Stay with those who need you at home. You can't just wander anywhere. Yet somehow you seem at home here. You are wise beyond your age. You amaze the learned teachers. They can tell you're a sage. Perhaps I was not meant to keep you. Perhaps I must let you go your way. Perhaps you must return to your father's house. Alone, perhaps, but not today. Come back to our house while you still are mine. I will wash your feet, we will break a bit of bread, and I could use some wine. There we'll share our stories, there our love is deep. There I will sing you a song as you fall asleep.
measure. As promised, Lord, I give him back to you. He's in your keeping, protect him with your mighty hand. Draw near to him in his laughter and his weeping. You have a family of your own, as I always hoped you would. Our God has shown his faithfulness to you. He's worked all things for your good. Write his words upon your heart and keep my words upon your mind. These words will guide you in the dark and help